Hello, everybody. Today I'm here with the final set of levels for this world, and we're getting right into this first level. And I spent an entire day just trying to beat this one level, and I'm sick of looking at it. It requires you, at least I think, this is pretty much the only way I think you can beat it, is to bring in like King Boo, and I also brought in Bamboo just in case. But King Boo gives you 5 extra capsules, I guess at the level that I'm at. I'm not sure. If you're at a lower level, this might be a really hard level for you, but at level 4, he gives you 5 extra capsules, and I basically needed that to win. And at the very beginning here, you're trying to get some single blue capsules down to that lock, and then you're going to want to get that lock right after. And I always tried to bring down another blue capsule so I can get in between the 2 blue bombs at the very bottom here. I think I do it. Yep, so just barely I bring that in there. You're going to have a lot of capsules just randomly falling in places you don't want. But it's not going to matter because it's completely based on luck. I tried playing this with Goomba Tower a lot, and I finally ended up doing it with Wario. It actually took less time with Wario, so I guess I should have been focusing on using him. But still, this level's insanely frustrating, and I don't even want to talk about it. But once I talk about it here, then I never have to look at it ever again. And I made a separate video on it just because I thought it was a super frustrating level, and I thought making a separate video might be a little bit easier for some people to find it if they're having a hard time. But I guess once you're at this point now, there's some blocks left. I got pretty lucky with a lot of the blue coins. You're probably going to end up the bottom 2. I still have one of the bottom 2 blue coins still there. But luckily, again, no viruses are in that section now, so I just need to get that green crate out of there, and that section is cleared. And if you can get rid of the blue coins right away, it's going to go a lot smoother. And that's entirely based on luck, just depending on wherever the floating viruses go. And I really should be going for the green crate now, so I can just get that blue coin out of there. But I also need to get some more points as well, because beating this level isn't actually that terrible. The hard part is getting 3 stars. You usually just get pretty much 2, and that's it. And that's why you really just need a lot of capsules remaining. And if you bring in Wario, I realized this when I decided to bring in Wario again. I was like, oh yeah, you're getting a lot more points because you're constantly getting 3 extra capsules from him whenever you use his skill. So right off the bat, you're getting more points just by using him. And if you bring in both of the Bamboo and the King Boo, you have 2 separate chances to get a bunch more capsules. And King Boo is really the one you want to trigger, which is what I have here. It just triggered. I played this one so many times and just did not trigger. It was a waste of time. I knew I wasn't going to win if it didn't trigger. But it worked. We have 10 capsules right now, and I'm considering, should I get some more points and let Bamboo go, or should I just complete the level? I decided to complete the level. Luckily it was enough. I don't remember what the clear requirements are points wise. I think I'm pretty close to not making it. It might be like 28,000 or something. It's in that range. It's very close. I was so scared it wasn't going to be enough, but thank God I never have to play that level ever again. So, in my eyes, that's the worst one out of this set of levels. And there are some weird tricks to some of these as well that I'm going to teach you, but let's just go through the rest. This one was probably the least frustrating out of the bunch. And actually I found the rest of the bunch to be pretty entertaining. And one of them was kind of like a puzzle, and I thought that was a lot of fun. So, this one here, it can be a little annoying because you need a lot of one color at a specific time. And you're probably going to have a lot of capsules just sitting around, which is hard to manage sometimes. But basically you're just going for the shells whenever you can, and then hitting the bubbles on the sides and getting through the colored crates as well. You can also alternatively go for the middle capsules, the middle viruses instead of the bubbles, but you need to get rid of the bubbles at some point anyways. It is a clear requirement for the level, so I think you might as well just do it as you go. And then when you get to the sections with colored crates, you just pick a side, whichever one you have the more colors for, I would recommend, or whichever one you're closer to. Like on this one side I still have a bubble above the green one, and I didn't have one for the blue side, so I might as well do this way. And now here I'm going to do something a little different because I got a bunch of greens. I'm going to break into the green viruses here. Although I guess it doesn't matter because I also ended up getting the shell. Okay, so it wasn't that different. But I also take this time here, since I still have a lot of greens, to break some bubbles. Because like I said, you will have to do that eventually. If you got a huge tower of them, you might as well just break some. And if you get any other colors you don't need, you might as well stack them up on the bubbles as well. On the side you're not working on. And once you get down to this bottom section, there are a bunch of random colors on the bottom, which will eat up the rest of your capsules at the end of the level. Remember to get all the rest of the bubbles whenever you have some extra colors you don't need. Hit the shell whenever you can. Know that everything that's iced is going to have to be hit one more time. I clearly have a lot of capsules remaining, but there are actually quite a lot of points you need for this one, so if it seems like you're close and we only have a few more capsules, you may not get 3 stars. So be mindful. You need a lot of points for this one. But you get a lot of points for doing the level anyway, so you should do pretty good. Now here's a glitch. Look at that. There's a floating block still over the previous level I just completed. I don't remember if that came into play at all or if it went away after I beat this level. I guess we'll have to look and see. I didn't pay attention. But this one you can see I brought in Yoshi, which I don't think I've ever done other than when I showcase him. I never bring in Yoshi. But I do think Yoshi's a pretty good candidate for this one. Bringing in Wario, what ended up happening is every time I finished, these crates at the top that are holding the keys up were always left, and like a few extra viruses as well. So I just clearly was not close enough to doing it with Wario. And I don't know, it's probably possible with Wario. It just seems like Yoshi's a much better option for this one. He can either hit a virus, a block, or a crate. Also, I wanted to say, I don't think there's ever been a level where these like mystery boxes that usually Toadette has to spawn in are just here. I legit don't think that's ever been in a level before. I could be completely wrong, but to the best of my memory, I do not remember that happening. So it's kind of crazy. We're seeing a lot of different objects on stage now that we hadn't seen before, so it's very interesting. But each of those should have cannons in them, and they're going to be crucial on the left and right sides. If you want to hit a virus to hit one of the crates, you can definitely do that, but other than that, I would suggest just leaving all the viruses on the far right and far left for the cannons to hit. You're going to want to hit the cannons for sure because it will give you one extra hit off of that crate and also hit some of the viruses for you as well. So now that I'm at the end of the level here, I'm realizing, okay, I need to save my greens for the virus and for the cannon. And then we still have 2 extra crates, so using my reds and my blues, I need to hit the crates. And I don't know, I don't think I was all that worried, but I was still like, oh, come on. I don't think I'm going to get Yoshi's skill again, so I really need to do this. We get that 1 key there. Now we just need to hit this 1 crate over here. Luckily there's only 1 hit left in it, and then we got enough greens to hit this side as well. And we still have another capsule remaining, so that one went pretty well. I did fail that one a couple of times just because it can be kind of tricky and there's luck involved. But Yoshi, I think, is a really good one for that. Probably the only time I'll ever say that, I think. But we bring back in Mario for this one, which it actually suggests you do. And I'd say it's probably a good idea because the level is set up so that you play it the way they want you to do it. And this is a puzzle-like one that I thought was kind of fun. It took me 2 tries because the first one it took me a second to figure out what they wanted me to do. But they're kind of giving you a hint here with that beginning shell. So, now that you're at this point here, you want this green shell to be bubbled. I know, it's crazy, right? But you need the green shell to fall so that it lines up with this set of coins. And you're basically doing that for every shell. So, you're going to have a lot of extra colors setting out, and it's another one where you need a lot of one color at a time. I need a bunch of greens right now, and now the reds are out. We want the red shell to be bubbled. Don't forget to bubble before hitting it. And then you need a bunch of reds to trigger the red shell. Now the blue one is ready to be bubbled, so you want to set this one up. I accidentally placed that green one there, which kind of messed me up a little bit. But we will get these capsules back eventually once these coins are cleared, so don't worry about it too much. Now we need to hit these blues. The shells that are like double iced you can hit once, and then you're going to want to leave it alone. Don't waste too many capsules on it because the shell will hit it once. Then you might want to get some capsules ready for another bubbler. And at this point, The first time I played this level, I didn't even hit this green shell, and I almost won. I just didn't get 3 stars on it. But the second time, I went for this green shell, which actually works out really good because it gets rid of all these purple coins for you. Again, that's how the level intends you to do it. And now, all you have to do is hit these bombs, and the level is done. The bombs will clear everything out for you because to hit the bombs in the first place, you're clearing all the barrels around it, and then the bombs will explode the unbarreled viruses, I guess you could call it. I get some extra points with those viruses, or those capsules I had up top. It's not necessary, but I don't know how close I was on points. You might have some trouble 3-star in this one, I guess. But I guess that one worked out pretty well for me. But yeah, it's kind of a puzzle that once you figure out, shouldn't be too terrible. Just remember, you gotta bubble those shells on purpose. So, oh yeah, so like don't bring in like Morton or something because you need those bubblers on stage. Okay, so this one isn't too bad either. I actually thought this one was probably the most fun out of the set, just because it's kind of satisfying in a way, and it's not too challenging. It does take a while, and it actually did take me 2 tries. I don't remember what happened in the first one, but it is kind of fun, the way that it's set up. It's lined up very nicely so that it's not too difficult. And it is like satisfying to clear everything out. So you're just kind of going down these rows here, hit those shells whenever you can. And of course saving capsules whenever you can as well. And it's another one where you kind of need certain colors at a time, and if it's not giving it to you, it can be a little frustrating. And also if you place like a capsule over and one with like the wrong color, it may be kind of annoying to clear it. And the way that the locks work here is that the green one's going to show up right away. You can hit that whenever you want. And then the red one will come up next. And the red one will have a machine that spawns cannons. You're going to want to get that red one out right away. And then the blue one has one that spawns crates, which is bad. That's a no-no. So you want to save that one for a little while. You know, I would suggest just waiting on it for a little bit. I don't even think it ended up mattering, I guess. But I went for these reds right away because it was lined up really nicely. I don't know if it's always lined up that nice. And then I begin going for the blues. I want to wait a little bit before I start working on the blues, but I don't even think... Oh, I place... So we do get some cannons to spawn, I think. Before... Oh, never mind. Okay, so it's pretty much... It didn't matter, but... Right away, some crates spawn in. And luckily they didn't get in the way. The first round I played, they got in the way. That's what caused me to lose, is that a bunch of crates spawned in the way of something, and when I tried to clear it, more crates spawned around it. But right here, I literally just need blues, so every other color I'm just gonna get some extra points on. I'll start destroying some crates, which will give me some points as well. I can use the greens on this cannon, because why not? And yeah, you just need blues, in my case. And this round went really well. Again, the crates got in my way the previous round and caused me to lose, so that could happen to you. But other than that, the beginning of the round should be pretty easy, and this is where you're going to end up wasting a lot of capsules. But we are done. Again, I did actually find a lot of those levels entertaining. They were kind of challenging, but not in an unfair way like the first level of the set. But I'm just happy to be done, so... and we got conch door. You can see the rest of the level spawns in here. Got some conch doors on the stage as well. So, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you soon for the next skill summit. Goodbye.